Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on April the 8th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So today was a busy day. There were IMF meetings, and when we have a lot of finance leaders meeting, it tends to be volatile. Also Fed meeting minutes, but basically all in all, what we have heard is IMF, there's support for IMF. They will be extending the terms and stuff on the loans that have been given out. In terms of the Fed, they said that they're going to continue providing support to the economy as usual. So that was to be expected. Nothing has changed in that regard. So coming up on Thursday here, we do have ECB. So today we had Fed, tomorrow we have ECB. But if they kind of maintain a similar sort of stance that they have previously, I wouldn't expect too much of a change. Now, Euro has been strong, and ECB meeting minutes can change that. So just keep an eye on that. We do have Powell speaking again with the monetary meeting minutes coming out today. Tomorrow, we'll just have to watch out for the commentary. If it aligns with what the meeting minutes came out as, then there wouldn't be too much of a change that we can expect. But those are the two main things to watch out for here for tomorrow. All right, so let's take a look at our charts here. We'll start off with euro dollar. So euro, we did have that nice move to the upside that we had expected. Today we have a doji though, so this is looking bearish right now. US dollar did well today, so bias here is to the downside. The doji shows rejection from the top there, so I'm looking for price to come back down. Watch out for a pullback into 1.1880 and then looking for a drop here. So bias is to the downside for euro dollar today. And the first target here is 1.1835 and second target is a 1.1800. So bias is bearish for euro dollar. Pound, we were looking for a drop yesterday. We got that. Today again, bias is to the downside. And in this case, the type of move that I would be expecting would be a bit of a pullback here and a drop, and target here is 1.3660. So bias is bearish for pound as well. Aussie here. Aussie, we had talked about this yesterday. Price was into resistance there, into the top of the range. And as discussed yesterday, it couldn't go through the top of the range here, couldn't break out of the range. So now we have a nice bearish engulfing candle close. So looking for a drop here back towards the bottom of this range. 0.7565 is the target. So bias is bearish here for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar here also bearish, same problem here. We see that price wasn't able to go through the resistance for 3 days in a row. It struggled. Now we have a nice bearish engulfing candle close. So this is also looking bearish here. Watch out for a bit of a pullback here, but next target here is 0.6940. So basically we had the move to the downside and then a pullback, another drop, pullback, big drop, pullback, and now we're looking for a continuation to the downside. So overall trend is still to the downside here. So looking for a continuation. Target is 0.6940. Dollar CAD here. Dollar went through, or dollar CAD went through this resistance. US dollar was strong. So now we are into the broader range here, looking for price to go higher towards 1.2650. So bias is bullish. It's still trading in a range though. So watch out for the top of the range, which is right over here. So this is the range it's been trading in for over a month now. So, yeah, for about a month here. Now I'm looking for price to go into the high, but this is where it could turn around. So keep an eye on that. Only if it goes through, then we'll be targeting the next level. But for now, I am bullish within the range for this one. All right, let's take a look at our commodities. Silver here. Silver looking neutral, didn't really do a whole lot today. It moved in both direction, price opened and closed at exactly the same level. So in this case, I will look for a retest. If it fails, we are basically back down again. So same thing here as well. We had a drop, a pullback, a drop, pullback, and now we may get that follow through move to the downside. So overall bias has been to the downside here. So neutral right now, we need to watch the resistance right here into 25.30. If it holds below, we're looking for a drop. But if it breaks through this, we do again have inefficient move that could get filled. So right now, neutral bias for silver. Gold here, gold held. And we talked about this yesterday. Price wasn't able to go through the 1747 level, and now I'd be looking for a drop. So first target is right into that support level and then into 1700. So in terms of our target here, the first one is 1718 and then 1700. So bearish bias for gold. Oil here, oil held, and this is why Canadian dollar turned around there. So right now, this is neutral. The candle close for the day is neutral. Now we may get a retest, and if it holds, we are back towards the top of the range. So watch out for that. It's still stuck in this range here. Overall range is all the way into 57.20, but it may just bounce off of here. So watch out, bias is neutral. I'm expecting a range bound move here. Copper, we were looking for a drop. We got that. Not a huge move here though. So let's see if we can get a move back towards 3.96. So still bearish bias, but the momentum isn't quite there, which means we could see a turnaround. So overall, this is still trading in a range. This is the range it's been stuck in for quite some time. And right now looking for a retest of the support here at 3.95 or 96. And then if it goes through that, we'll aim for the bottom of the range, which is 3.90. So bias is bearish for copper. Bitcoin here, double top, it didn't go through. So we talked about this yesterday, couldn't get through this resistance level. Now we have a nice bearish candle close. So looking for a follow through here, target is 53,000. So bearish bias for Bitcoin here. And we may get a move back towards 50,000. So we'll see if it gets there. But right now, 53,000 is the target. S&P 500 still holding up there, but hasn't really done much. It's still stuck into the resistance. At this point, it could move in either direction. So I am neutral on this one. It still wants to hold on to the gains, but there's no momentum. So we could see a turnaround. Keep an eye on the reversers or pullbacks at least, so we could get a pullback back into this level where it took off from. It could pull back all the way into 39.90 level. So right now, a neutral bias will have to play it by the ear. This Nasdaq as well, it's stuck here. So it could go further. Right now, we don't know. It's still neutral for last 2 days. It's completely neutral and we don't have a clear direction. Today's move, we did get a bit of a move, but it's very, very narrow range. So if it fails to go through the high here at 13,650, we are basically looking for a drop then. So right now, bias is neutral for Nasdaq as well. And same thing for Dow Jones as well, completely neutral candle close here. So if it's not going up, it could drop back down towards 33,290. So neutral bias again with this one, because it's holding the highs, it could just do a pullback and then go back up again, just like it did previously here as well. It just got stuck and then did another leg higher. So we could see a similar scenario here, but right now, we have to wait for it to set up. So neutral bias for Dow Jones as well. And then DAX here didn't do anything, completely neutral candle close here, but again, it's still holding on to the high. So if it holds above there, this 15,000 level, we are likely to see another leg higher. But for now, so just like it did over here, it just kind of held and then took off. So right now, neutral bias, if it goes through the support here, 15,000, then if it goes through 15,150, then I'm looking for a move back towards 15,000. So with this one here, the scenario that I would watch out for would be something like this. Price pulls back, does a retest, and then takes off. So neutral bias at the moment though. If it breaks through the support, then we will look for that drop. FTSE still looking strong here, bullish bias. And next target here is 69.20. So bullish bias for FTSE here. And Nikkei also looking very neutral at the moment. No follow through with this one here as well. So basically, whichever direction, if it holds here below 29,850, then we are looking for a drop. But should it go through, we are back into these levels then. Right now, we will wait for it to show its hand. All right, so that's it for now. Have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.